I am back with another video, and this video is going to be an Ask Simone. I did get an email from a gentleman, and he wanted my opinion on some things, so I'm just gonna get right into it. Okay? So if you guys see me like looking like right there, it's because I'm filming on my phone now. I really do like the quality better on my phone versus my camcorder, so yeah, I'm filming on my phone now. The phone that I do have is the Galaxy S7 Edge. Yeah, so I'm looking right there at my computer to read the email. It says, "Dear Dr. Simone." That's funny. That's funny. Not a doctor, but thank you. My girl has been driving me cocoa for Cocoa Puffs for years. We have a child together and have been together for 15 years. We have a virgin baby. I'm not really sure what a virgin baby is. I'm thinking maybe a newborn baby? Technically a virgin baby. Technically a virgin baby? We argue over things that I personally think could be worked out through talking. Bills, how to discipline our son, cleaning, talking, raising voices. You know, the normal broken household things. I think talking is the first step in any relationship. It doesn't matter to me how long it takes to talk, as long as progress is being made. Something that can never take place because she refuses to talk. I can talk for hours and she will just sit there and say nothing. She says she doesn't know what to say and she is a quiet, shy person, something she leans on. Telling me I don't understand how it is to be a quiet person. She's also said to me that she doesn't have to answer to me with an attitude, which is false. She does, as I have to answer to her with my actions or lack of. I told her she should want to be accountable to me. I am with her and do. Rather than writing a long email, do you have any advice for me on how to proceed? I personally think our relationship is at its end. We seem to be at a pinnacle of how far mentally we can get with one another. Till then, I'm out like a fat girl playing dodgeball. Peace. That's funny. 15 years? 15 years. 15 years. 15 long years. So I'm thinking that you are an older couple. I am just going to basically say, before I get started on my advice, have her to sit down with you and to watch this video so I can directly talk to her and talk to you at the same time. This is just absolutely ridiculous that you guys are still having communication problems after 15 years and of having a son. And you're saying that you think that your relationship is at its wit's end. Now, for your woman, I just want to say personally to you, sweetheart, stop being childish. 15 years, really? You're shy? You're still shy after 15 years. That is a very horrible excuse. Life is too short for you to go on talking about how shy you are, talking about you don't want to talk and you don't have to answer to him. Okay, you do have to answer to him because when you signed up for a committed relationship, on top of that, a child, when you signed up for that, you signed up to have communication. Communication is key for any type of relationship to work. I'm so sorry to tell you, sweetheart, but it is. There's no shyness going on. If there's something that is going on deep within you, you need to talk to your man. You need to talk to your man. If it's more serious than what I possibly can help you with, I advise you to seek counseling, because 15 years, I'm just really gonna keep saying that because this is 15 years. Like, you don't have time for games, honey, okay? No day is promised to anyone. For you to be really selfish and not to communicate with your man, it's just ridiculous to me, because there are plenty of women out there that will want a man to communicate with them, and he is trying to communicate. Many women would want a partner to communicate with them, and for you to be taken granted that he is trying to communicate with you, it shows a bit of immaturity on your part. And you should really be thankful and cherishing the fact that your man has taken the time to write me an email. Basically some advice on what he should possibly do, because he seems like he cares about you. Your partner seems like he cares about you, and what you're doing, you're being selfish and you're being stubborn, and there's no time for that. You have 15 years together and you have a child together. I don't understand why shyness is even coming into play, to be honest. Like, I've had multiple relationships through the years, and I've had relationships where the guy, he just will not communicate with me. He doesn't have anything to say and blah, 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 this. And in result, I'll end up becoming a nagging girlfriend because I want my partners to communicate with me. I want to know what's on their mind. I want to know what's going on. And I, in result, become that nagging woman. And I didn't plan on becoming that. So now that I'm with a more mature man, I'm with an older guy, 10 years older than me, we talk and we communicate, we can have stimulating conversations together, and I tell him all the time how much I appreciate that, because I have literally gone without having that barrier between me and my significant other because they just would not communicate with me. And yes, it does get frustrating. It gets super frustrating that you're talking and it seems like you're talking to a brick wall. It gets extremely frustrating. So I understand where you are coming from on that part, that it gets really frustrating. She drives you cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs because she just won't talk, and she puts up the lame excuse about, oh, I'm shy. You're not shy, sweetheart. There's something going on with you. That you hiding something from him? Is it something that you're not comfortable telling him? I mean, I just can't understand how you're not comfortable with talking to your partner after 15 years. I'm just not understanding that. What is it? Are you mentally shutting down? Because that's what I want to know. Are you mentally shutting down? Are you done with the relationship and you just haven't told him? Because sometimes that's what happens with women. They just mentally shut down. When they're done, and that there's just no going back to it. But if you are done with the relationship, you owe him to talk that out with him. You owe him that closure, because one, you have 15 years together. Two, you have a child together. So you owe him that type of closure. Be mature about this situation and give him that closure if you are done with the relationship. Like, seriously. For you, sir, after 15 years, how did you not pick up the fact that you and your woman have communication issues after 15 years? I'm not blaming you or anything, but I'm just saying, after the first year of being with one another, this is why I say men need to pay attention to women. But after the first year of being with someone, you should know how to communicate with them. You should know what type of communicator your woman or your man is. You should know that. If you pay attention and you're really invested in this person, you should know that. You do know that. How come there was no nipping in the bud if there was some issue about how y'all communicate? How come it still continue to go along with the relationship? I'm just speculating. I don't know if you have hashed this out. I'm just going off of what you emailed me, and I'm not trying to get on either one of you, but I'm just, speaking from someone on the outside looking in. It's ridiculous to have communication issues when you've been together for 15 years and you have a child together. You communicate well enough to have a child together. You communicate well enough to have 15 years going for you. It could be possibly some deep underlying issues that your woman is dealing with, and she just does not know how to talk about it. That's where professional help needs to come. She or he would possibly see what walls are built up. That's the process of how we'll begin to break down those walls so that you can become a better communicator. That's really the only advice that I personally have. Life is too short to be keeping your mouth closed about how you feel, especially with your partner. Your partner is supposed to be that confidant. Your partner is supposed to be that one that you can go to and you can run to when things are not going the way that you want to go. Your partner is supposed to be your best friend, and for you guys to still be having communication issues after 15 years and a child is quite ridiculous to me. So I really hope that what I have said could possibly give you guys some tips, and hopefully you don't have to go and spend money on no shrink when you can just sit down with one another and talk with one another. Do something that's going to celebrate you and your relationship, and then, you know, come together and open up with one another. Learn how to be vulnerable with one another. It's okay to be vulnerable with someone that truly loves you, and I believe that this person truly loves you if they have spent 15 years of their life with you and also have a child with you. I'm hopeful that you guys, there's still something there between you two. So yeah, I hope that this was helpful for you. Make sure, if you do want any types of advice, make sure you do email me at asksymone@gmail.com. All the information below, hair, makeup, details that you want, it's going to be down below. Make sure you give me a big thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you are a part of the notification team. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. I just wanna see you shine, 'cause I know you are.